Welcome, welcome. I'm super excited to be here with you again today on this Wednesday where we're talking about everything going live. So before I jump into this, I have a few questions for you to answer. Now, how many of you right now are actually doing live to attract more people to your business? How many of you are doing live to attract more people to your business? Drop a 1 below and let me know. And if you're not, drop a 2 below also and let me know that you're not, because today I'm going to talk to you just about how to get this tool to really work for you. So if you're jumping on, make sure to say hi. Tell me where you're coming in from. I'm in a different location. You might notice I'm at my aunt's house, supporting her as she's had surgery. So I've stayed the night, and this is what it looks like the next day. You know what I mean? Got to do what you got to do to help a sister out. So today, that's exactly what we're going to talk about is how do we get this tool, right? How do we get past the fear of using this tool? Because how many of you feel scared to use this tool? Like, let's be honest. Hey, Mary, nice to see you here. Mary Kate's alive. What's going on? Another Facebook user's on. I can't see your name, but thank you. So tell me, is there fear around using live? Or maybe it's not fear, but you're like, I just don't really know how to use it. So I sound professional. I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Whatever it is, fill in the blank for you. Share that below so I know where you're at with that. Because today I think it will help you out with these 3 things that we're going to talk about. And the strategy is really utilizing this tool to be an excellent tool for you to draw more leads to you, attract more people to you, right? And that's what it's all about. There's so many women that I talk to in different entities, whether you're a network marketer, a coach, whatever business you have. This tool is one of the most powerful tools because we still know to this day that more people love to watch videos than they like to read a post or even a blog post at sometimes, so it's a very powerful tool. So the first one we're going to talk about is content. Okay. Content is the backbone of your success for your Facebook Live. It is the backbone. So what do I mean by this? Well, first of all, you want to do some research, right? You want to research your topics. What is the topic that your followers are interested in, right? It's not what you're interested in or what you're constantly doing. It is what is your followers' interest. How can you help another sister out, right? What is it that they're looking for? Provide that value for them. And guess what happens? They become loyal followers to you because you're giving them exactly what they need. Now, let's face it, you guys, we could do a lot of research ourselves. But for some reason, when we hear another person's voice or we hear another person on the other side that is teaching what we want, there is a different level of trust, which we're looking for, right? And there's just a different level of them learning it, because sometimes learning in auto is what we need. Now, some people are better at reading a book or reading a blog post. If that is you, raise your hand. Or is video. Let me know. What do you learn? How do you learn best? Like for myself, I learn better at video or listen to an audiobook. And sometimes I actually like to have the book in hand while I'm listening to the audio. Because how many aha moments do you have and you're like, oh, I want to highlight that stuff, right? So how many of you are like that? Drop it and let me know. Okay, so that's one of the most important things when you're doing a live video is, does my audience want what I'm serving, right? Do they want to hear what I have to say? And so a lot of times we're getting on and we're just like, hi, I've had a busy day. No, get into your content, give the value that they're looking for, because people are what? Squirrely. And they need to know the information fast. So you don't need this long drawn out content. You just need the content that they want the knowledge from. Okay. So you want to make sure to provide that. Now, a good camera, a good microphone, great lighting is really important, because if this was really dark and it's hard to really hear me, most chances you're going to lose your audience super fast, right? You're going to lose your audience super fast. And so all those little details do make a difference, right? They do make a huge difference. So I'm just right now on my Mac. A lot of times I go right from my cell phone. Nowadays, They have great lighting, great camera, great microphone on these. You just want to make sure that you have good lighting behind you. So if you have a window, it would be great if you could be in front of the window, open it up, and the light come forward at you, because that really gives you great lighting. That's just a little tip, okay? So number 2 is consistency. Consistency is everything, right? Every Wednesday I go live and, share value for my audience. They can rely on me at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time that I have a weekly broadcast show. So you're setting up yourself for followers, right? That's what you want. You just don't want to go randomly here and randomly there, because then people don't know when to show up for you. And so you want to make sure that you're constantly having a regular schedule. So right now, I want you to ask yourself sometime during the week, when can I set a schedule? Like here I am, I'm not in my own home, but I'm still doing my regular schedule. No matter where I'm at, I still set up my live and I still go, because my audience relies on that. I have let them know for how many years that this is what I'm doing, right? And so a lot of you show up live. A lot of people watch the replay, and that's okay. You want to meet people where they're at. I have people from all around the world that are sleeping right now, so they can't join me, right? So you just want to make sure, no matter what, if you're like, well, Becky, I don't get anybody to show up. Well, honey, I didn't for years. And a lot of people actually catch the replay. A lot of people do. So you don't have to worry about waiting for people. You just jump in and do it, right? Get the message out there, and then you share the strategy of sharing it how many different ways, right? So you have a strategy. So if you can do once a week, or if you have a group and you want to pop in more, just make sure that they know when you're showing up. So they know if they can't join you live, they're like, oh, I got to set it for later because I know I want to catch this. Her title was about this, and that's something I want to learn about, right? So you really want to make sure that your title is really something that they want to see. I see a lot of times out there that a lot of people don't put up a title. You always want to make sure you have a nice, clear title is exactly what you're talking about to grab their attention, right? That's the first thing they see. When you see mine, it says ready to level up your Facebook or start them, right? That's what we're talking about. So if that was somebody that wanted to level that up or start, they already know what I'm going to be talking about. So you want to make sure that you have a clear title, right? You want to make sure you have a clear title. My biggest way to overcome that fear was be myself and be authentic. Exactly, Mary Kate. That's so important. I also talked one time, and this really resonated with one of my followers. I said, if you're too scared to go live, open up a private community, a private group where it's just you. So I don't know if you can do this, but you can open up a group. It's just you. It's private, and you can go live a couple times in there just to get the feel of the land. What does it look? So I don't look like I'm not professional when I first start out. So if that is you and you have fear around that, like Mary Kate said, be your authentic self, go in there and just choose to be yourself, but do it in a way that you're like, encouraging yourself even more to have the confidence to really go out there on live and not have to worry about it because you practice a few times, right? And that'll set you up for more success. Okay, so if you love that tip, make sure to hit share on this broadcast and share it out so many other women out there can really utilize this to help them grow their business. Okay, number 3 is connection. Connection is key to everything. Everything about online business, period, is about building the relationship, right? We do business with people we know, like, and trust, and we have engagement. We've connected. And there's that trust factor that goes along with it. So engaging with your audience, just like I did earlier, right? Do you use live video? I'm engaging. I'm asking you to show up, right? Show up as I'm showing up for you. And also, you're asking them to drop into the chat. So that's more of engagement. And make sure, like, if you see their name, like I use StreamYard. So if you don't accept StreamYard, it'll only show a Facebook user. So all I see on my end is Facebook user. So if you've accepted, like Mary Kate has, I can actually see her name. So you want to call out their name, acknowledge them that they're here and joining you. And the beautiful thing is, even after the replay, they make comments. You can also also recognize them, go back in, make sure that you're communicating back and forth. If you really can support them on different things, ask them, how can I support you more on whatever the subject is, and get more deeper into that connection. That's the strongest connection that you can make with your audience, right? I hear all the time, Becky, oh my gosh, like if I'm on stage speaking somewhere, or we happen to meet for a coffee chat or anything like that, they're like, you're just you. Like, I feel like I already know you because you show up on live, and I feel very comfortable already. It's like an old friend, right? That's how you want people to feel, because that's who you are. Because I'm going to be nobody but that, right? And that's how you should feel about yours. Meeting people even on a Zoom. I mean, a lot of times we're meeting for Zoom, and it's the same thing. We're live and we feel like we're connected, but they even feel more connected to me because I have been doing live broadcasts. I have been giving value. I have been showing up when I say, because integrity is everything. Number one in business. I've been in business for 32 years, and I didn't stay in business for 32 years not having integrity with my word and saying who I am. So that's really important, right? That was one of the things that I said to my dad not too long ago, because my dad also was an entrepreneur his whole life. And he said to me one time, your word is everything, and your integrity is who you are. And that's how people will know you. So when you say you're going to do something, you better damn do it, right? And that's what I'm sharing with you today. If you're a new entrepreneur and you've never, this is something new to you, right? Maybe you've been an employee your whole life or something like that. It's a little bit different if you notice. It's your own motivation. It is your own way of being. And, that is the most important piece. It's like having your best friend, right? Your best friend better have integrity. Your best friend better show up for you. Your best friend means the world to you. That's what people mean to you when you do things like this. And that's important to grow that strong connection. Okay. So that's the way you build that loyal following, because you're loyal to them. Guess what? People are loyal to you. And that's how you build a long existing relationship. And believe it or not, connection is currency. Write that down, put it above, get it in your books, right? Connection is currency. So if you really want to grow a strong online business, you get connected, you build that relationship, and you be seen, right? Be seen. All right, that's the broadcast today. If you loved this, make sure to share it. And also, before you jam out, I want to make sure to share something with you, because it's happening next week, you guys. What is today? Today is Wednesday. So next Wednesday, legit next Wednesday at 5:30 Mountain Standard Time. And listen, if you can't show up live, don't worry about it. It's going to be a replay, but only for a short time, because I know you're busy, I'm busy, but I want to make sure that you take action. Business is about taking action. Fast action. Okay. So if you let things go, things don't happen, right? So drop leads below in the comments if you want more information on our 4-day challenge to attract leads to you. I talk way more deeper into this, and I keep it very short and sweet. You get a workbook, because listen, there's a lot going on, right? And I want you to really take it in and be able to implement. Implement is everything. And so if you really want to grow your business, if you're like, man, this last quarter, because listen, we're going into the second quarter of our business, right? Second quarter is started. In 2 days, 3 days. So second quarter is starting. Where are you at in your business, right? And so if you're like, Becky, I haven't got any leads, I haven't gotten any sales, then you don't want to miss this challenge, okay? So many women go through this challenge and it's changed their business. So if you want to change your business, this is where it's at, all right? Thank you so much for being here. I absolutely love you. If you ever have any questions, I'm available for DMs, right? Go ahead and feel free to message me, because this is how I show up no matter what. Bye for now. Take care.